Hello and welcome. This is my 1996 Gary Fisher Marlin. It's a 26-inch rigid mountain bike. It was given to me by my friend's former co-worker who was literally on the way to the dump to get rid of it. The bike frame was in really good condition, but otherwise the bike was pretty much worn out. After a couple of prior iterations, I recently returned it to a flat bar mountain bike configuration. Only the frame and the fork remain stock. Among other components, I installed a set of 26-inch by 2.4-inch Continental Mountain King tires. These tires have a really nice aggressive tread pattern, and from some angles, they look very much like the once trendy plus-size tires. The problem was, the rear tire rubbed on the seat stays. So, I removed the rear Trail King and installed a 26-inch by 2.2-inch Continental Cross King tire. The tread is nearly as aggressive, but even better, it fits with lots of clearance, and you wouldn't think 0.2 of an inch would make that big a deal, but it does. So anyway, problem solved. But best of all, it cost me nothing out of pocket as I got it from Amazon.com using my credit card reward points.
Come on, baby.
In fact, one of the best aspects of this bike is the fact that it cost me only $9.99 out of pocket to build. I mean, it's a $10 bike. I did this by using components mostly from my spare parts stash, or, in the case of the new Cross King tire, reward points as I mentioned a moment ago. As for that $9.99, well, that was what I paid for a 45mm Wake stem. I got that one because it nearly matches the color of the Marlin's frame. Now, what's funny about that stem, in the video, it looks kind of yellow, but in the real world, it's a shade of green that almost matches the frame. I was very pleased with the performance of the Cross King rear tire, as well as the Mountain King up front. I rode through a couple of deep mud pits to get to this trail, and I had no problem getting traction. On dry soil, they dug in really quickly and were really grippy in the turns. Sometimes you can feel that when they just kind of haul in. So all in all, I really like this bike. Sure, it's heavy, what with its steel frame and all. But with the 1x9 setup that I have, that's not a real issue because I've got some nice climbing gears there. It's a lot of fun to ride, I'll be honest, I love it. And due to it being a rigid, well, I get a total body workout if you catch my drift. I think about the only thing I would change at this point is to add a dropper post. I'm kind of spoiled that way, I guess. Or maybe, in keeping with the bike's age and appearance and such, one of those old height-right seat post adjusters. Yeah, I think that would be kind of cool. Now this is a good example of why mountain bikers are encouraged not to ride around obstacles, because look how this is widening and taking up more space on the face of the earth. But the problem is, when you get to something like this where the ATVs have chewed it up, it's kind of problematic for us bikes. And yeah, it is a multi-use trail, so I guess it is what it is. If you enjoyed this video, there is a link to the Marlins playlist lower left. There's also a link to another video I think you'll like lower right. And as always, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate that. Goodbye and have a wonderful day.